I'm finally moving on to greener grass and bluer skies. Never thought I'd ever feel conclusive in this stupid life, but here I am, often contemplating suicide. Didn't feel so do or die before when blew my mind. It changed me for the worse or for the better, I don't know these days. Ruined all my favorite songs, I used to have them on replay. Now if they are echoing throughout living spaces, I simply start to panic through my eyes' precipitation. Think I'm quite different from the guy I was a year ago. More than numbers changed, I'm dumb, estranged, and kinda fearing those who judge me by my music and critique my personality. I used to be sweet, I guess she ripped that person out of me. Everyone who doubted me is looking terse and cowardly. Suppose that it's the price I pay when leaking verses out of these hands that I use as a tool, never weaponry, for taking hold of pens and turning ink into effigies. Remember me when I'm gone, just remember me. When I'm gone, just remember me. When I'm gone, just remember me. Just remember me. Just remember me. When I'm gone, just remember me. When I'm gone, just remember me. When I'm gone, just remember me. Just remember me. Just remember me. When I'm gone, just remember me. When I'm gone, just remember me. When I'm gone, just remember me. Just remember me. Excuse me, sir. If you could do me one favor and just remember me forever, then I'll pay you back later. I know I say that a lot, in need of paper a lot. I probably should get a real job, start making some guap. But to be truthful, I feel as though I should be handed everything, but not a sense of entitlement that fuels my greed. It's more the feeling that without these things I will have nothing to live for, while simultaneously not caring enough about life to attain them myself. Sorry, hang on, I'll start rhyming now. Probably got my neighbors screaming, pipe it down, my mic is loud. I wanna make my family proud and kinda make a mark on this planet before I'm gone. They'll say, damn it, he had a smiley frown, a walking oxymoron. Moron off of oxy often, but I'm not talking oxycontin, I'm talking this oxygen I breathe to keep my lungs inflated. Mind estranged and pocket solemn, had a couple bars, my thoughts forgot 'em back in August, autumn. I don't know. When I'm gone, just remember me. When I'm gone, just remember me. When I'm gone, just remember me. Just remember me. Just remember me. When I'm gone, just remember me. When I'm gone, just remember me. When I'm gone, just remember me. Just remember me. Just remember me. When I'm gone, just remember me. When I'm gone, just remember me. When I'm gone, just remember me. Just remember me. Just remember me. When I'm gone, just remember me. When I'm gone, just remember me. When I'm gone, just remember me. Just remember me. Just remember me. When I'm gone, just remember me. When I'm gone, just remember me. If this city was a kingdom, I'd want you to rule with me. Still worried for your safety after all our tomfoolery. And I know I'm probably freaking out foolishly. I just don't want the next thing that I write to be a eulogy in your honor. And I know you'd hate it too. All the petty little things that I'd associate with you, like stairwells, night veil, and beautiful smiles, like taiko, instruments, and 300 miles, like happiness, elated afternoons in the shade, like long car trips and trying to move where it rains, like never thinking twice but always using your brain, and like Sherlock Holmes in every tune that you sang, like pie baking, Seattle or Portland, our lack of good fortune, kisses in the morning, mathematical equations, empty night skies, bonfires, poetry, and living life right. And there's beaches, boats, sailing, togetherness, the feeling like you're smiling even brighter when the weather's shit, telling all my friends that I was happy when I got you. And there's coffee shop dates and certainly Sinatra, meeting every morning and consorting by your locker. How the first time that we kissed you said you're not much of a talker. Nearly 8 months later, I think you had it backwards. I asked you who you were, said you're cute, you were flattered. Now our story's gotta fill with happily forever afters, and I don't think I could have fallen for you any faster.
Just do it. Fucking do it.
It feels like I'm skydiving when I text you. Rose petals on the floor outside your bedroom. Sunshine, whenever you smile, it's the best view. I was at the bottom waiting for a rescue, but now it's like a paradise enveloped in light. Everyone's probably aware, but I'ma tell them despite even telling them twice. You're a hell of a delight. Got a smile like a story that I tell every night. And if you're feeling sickly, I'ma break out the Campbells. Make sure you get your hand held damn well. If you can't tell, I'm in a bit of a trance. Such a pretty romance, the way it fits in the plans. It's like a sundress on an early afternoon. Up next, I'm just curling up with you. No question, I guess that it's the truth. You're just really fucking cute. Sunshine, I'm watching through the window. I can hear the birds outside. Sunshine, there's something in the air. I can feel it when you're there. We all got internet personas, we hide behind, we all got demons deep inside us, we try to hide, and I forgot who it is I truly am long ago, but I'll keep searching for it while I can. I knew a boy who could outline a shape in a second. Its display was eclectic in a way that was second to none. He had a hand that swam like fish in the seas, and a pen stroke that bring any critic to his knees. It was beautiful, flowing like the blood inside my arteries. He painted hearts as targets and was practicing his archery, mastering the artistry he carried in his chest, until at best it was a godsend and worst was a part of me, till suddenly things began to seem different. Moods dissipated into blue and gray pigments, but surface-wise his screen names were never inefficient as a method to communicate that happiness was with him. So a couple thousand people saw a perfectly innocuous complexion, while I was trying to talk him through depression. The lesson to be learned is that your heroes aren't invincible, just normal folks who often need expression, so pause and leave a message. If you want, they'd probably appreciate it. Internet personas, we hide behind, we all got demons deep inside us, we try to hide, and I forgot who it is I truly am long ago, but I'll keep searching for it while I can. I knew a person who could cultivate the words that they aligned in a way that could coerce a train to fly. A perfect state of mind in which to learn creative rhymes until their person wasn't burdened by the verses they designed and they began to lose their touch. The little quirks in all their writing became terse and uninviting, and ingesting any lettering they surgeoned into life instead of being entertainment was inert and just absurd, and all the work was fucking tiring, and suddenly they were writing less and less. In spite of their success, they saw no light and second-guessed the creativity they harbored in their heart. There's only so much fucking artwork you can make till you forget the way to start. So a couple million people saw some dipping in the frequency of music while they fought idiosyncrasy that slept as mental illness and woke as some peculiar trait of thought that masqueraded as a symptom of a hindering delinquency. I hope that all these words have made you think of me. Internet personas, we all got internet personas, we all got internet personas, Internet personas, we all got internet personas. Internet personas, we all got internet personas. Internet personas, we all got internet personas. Internet personas, we all got internet personas.
You were my earth.
And with a smile like an ocean wave, you catapulted around the sun to meet me at the other side and tell me that you found it fun. Swimming in the UV rays, you shouted like the sound of thunder booming through my stupid shades and shook all of the ground undone. I slipped into your beauty like a mudslide, and on my search I found nothing but upsides. Your arms extend like branches, and whenever we touch I feel the bark begin to soften up at all my sappy punchlines. Maybe that's the reason. You're my earth, you're the planet, you're the grass, the wind and tides. And now that you're gone I feel so out of place. And now that you're gone I'm just drifting through space. And now that you're gone I feel so out of place. And now that you're gone I'm just drifting through space. And when we split up like Pangea, I was hoping that we could reform a land bridge between our separate pieces of the earth before our disconnect began to breed a species that would hurt much more than carnivores, herbivores, recklessness, or urban swarm. Or maybe I could wash up on a certain shore, smiling past a long night of drinking in the lights above the island, watching lightning flash every time you open up your eyelids. Gentle smirks exploding like a fire in the sky until you scared away the forest creatures sleeping in the trees. And they began to huddle next to me, weeping in the leaves. See, I watched you change the temperature, increasing the degrees until the warmth was just enough to let them nestle into peace. I never thought there'd be a problem that we couldn't solve when you control the weather's climate and the sea levels and all. But I suppose that when an earthquake splits the crust among the faults, I shouldn't act as if the damage wouldn't break up those involved. You were my earth, you were the planet, you were the grass, the wind and tides. And now that you're gone I feel so out of place. And now that you're gone I'm just drifting through space. And now that you're gone I feel so out of place. And now that you're gone I'm just drifting through space.
Yo, reminiscing, but I don't trust my memory no more. So I'm cursed to face whatever bitter mysteries are stored in my conscience. My psychosis says I'm the dopest, but history's telling a different short story, complete with all the mistakes and minus the glory. All the nights at home I write alone, my life is just boring. I'm on the edge of taking that shit and making that list of all the other lost souls that said they hated and quit. Another gifted misfit statistic, but shit, before that I go ballistic and keep slanging and spit it and try to get rich until Joe Black visits. I'm truly optimistic, damn it. How'd I end up with this talent? I promise I didn't plan it. Maybe my birth was with the lining of the planets, and despite it's a struggle, somehow I managed. But this life ain't fair. Nah, 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 nah. No, this life ain't fair. Nah, 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 nah. No, this life ain't fair. Nah, 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 nah. No, this life ain't fair.